Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and I'm so excited today because I received my box from the Card Deck Club by Hay House today, and in it are two early releases and one brand new release, and this is one of the early releases. Now, to be honest with you, Mercury retrograde got me on this one, and I'm getting my order later than usual. So some people have had this for a couple weeks, but this deck is released this month. Either it has been or it will be September 2023, and it's brand new. And this is the first time I'm looking at it with you, so I don't know a whole lot about it yet, but I'm pretty excited to find out. So this is called the Tree of Life Oracle by David Wells, with artwork by Roberta Arpwood, and it's a 44 card deck and guidebook, so it comes in a 2-piece top and bottom box. This is what it looks like, published by Hay House. And let's see what the back says. Drawing on the mystic tradition of Kabbalah, this oracle will help you learn more about the nature of the universe and yourself, connecting you with your soul to fulfill your purpose. The Tree of Life is rich with symbolism, and these symbols from astrology, tarot, and ancient alchemy are reproduced throughout the cards. Use these mystical cards to gain a greater understanding of the path ahead. So, I'm not familiar with David Wells. David Wells is an astrologer, past life therapist, author, and teacher of Kabbalah. And Roberta Arpwood is a multidisciplinary therapist, visionary artist, and illustrator. Very cool. And this deck is $22.99 in the U.S., $29.99 in Canada. And like I said, it's published by Hay House and September 2023, which is right now. So the inside of the box says, "No two trees are alike. This is yours and yours alone. Grow, stand tall amongst the stars." Very nice. The sides of the box look like that. Just beautiful. All right, let's take a look at the guidebook first. Okay, so this is a soft cover, matte finish guidebook. It says, "Unlock life's mysteries and find answers." Here's a picture of David Wells. I always like to see what the people look like. I don't know why. Maybe it makes me feel like I know them better, I guess. Okay, so there's books by David Wells, which are quite a lot. Audio books and online courses as well. Here's publisher information, dedication, table of contents. And it looks like the table of contents is broken into interpretation of the cards by magical forces, Sephiroth, paths, and symbolarium. And then there's a symbolarium, which tells you about, obviously, the symbols. So we have the introduction. What is Kabbalah? The Tree of Life. And there's a picture of the Tree of Life. And it talks about the Sephiroth. We begin with 10 ideas. They're the circles you see on the Tree of Life. They're called Sephiroth, plural, Sephirah, singular. Above them is a place of no thing, the 0 point. And you might say, but there are 11, David. I know. The dotted one is called Da'ath. It's knowledge and experience. So I'm not sure where he's Da'ath. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, he goes on to explain, this is very detailed. If you're familiar with the Tree of Life, I'm sure I've got a lot to learn about it, but it's really cool, and I want to learn. Okay, then it talks about the paths, the 22 paths. How do you use Tree of Life Oracle cards? How do you use the cards? Any way you see fit. If you already have a way of using oracle cards, use this, that, and if you haven't, I'll offer some suggestions. Okay, very good. The deck explains, so it talks about the 11 magical forces, the 11 Sephiroth, the 22 paths, bonding with your cards, reading the cards, choosing your cards. And we'll do a one-card reading at the end so you can see how the book's written. I'm reading their energy, and then there's frequently asked questions, which are, what can I ask, and is there anything that is forbidden to ask? And he says nothing's forbidden. And then, how can people with no knowledge of the cards pull the right cards for them? It says you don't need to know a thing about the cards in order to get results. Can I really read for myself? How do you know which symbol or meaning to use? If a card comes out more than once over a few readings, is it important? Can I overdo it? It says, yes, I can and I have. You can and I have. You'll know you're overdoing it if you find yourself doing one reading after another, looking for the answer you want rather than the answer you need. Then it says, can I read for friends? Laying out the cards. It talks about daily card. And then there's a 3-card layout, past, present, future. There's the Celtic cross. Ooh, but his Celtic cross looks a little bit different. Cool. The Tree of Life spread. And then it talks about consolidating your knowledge, tips and hints. And then there's the interpretation of the cards. So it talks about, this section is magical forces. And so, for example, the Tree of Life card, it tells keywords and then describes the card, the features, guidance, and how to activate the card. And then it has that for each card. So like I said, we'll do a 1-card reading at the end so you can get a better idea. Like I said, this is all new to me, but I'm so excited. I just wanted to share it with you. And at the end, there's the Symbolarium. He said, I totally made that name up, but I like it. So here it is, a little guide to some of the symbols you see on the cards. Okay, so that's nice. So there's planetary symbols, astrological signs, animals and birds. Nice. And different things like apple, bow and arrow, and so on. Then it talks about the glyphs and the meanings of those. And there's a section about the artist, Roberta Orpwood, and how to reach her. I'll put that in the description box for you, and about the author and how to reach him. All right, so that is the guidebook. Now let's take a look at the cards one by one. And again, there are 44 cards. And then we'll do a 1-card reading. So this is what the cards look like on the back. They are matte finish. And they're, well, you know what? They're not really matte finish. They're more like satin finish. Okay, and they are medium to heavy weight cardstock. Let's take a look. So here is the Tree of Life. And then there's 3 or some keywords below each title of the card. So Tree of Life, the Middle Pillar, Pillar of Severity, the Pillar of Mercy, the Spiritual Triangle, the Soul Triangle, the Personality Triangle, the Element of Air, the Element of Fire, the Element of Water, and the Element of Earth. And then we have Kether, the Crown. I'm sorry, there was a weird noise. I think my bird's flapping around. Okay, and please forgive me if I pronounce these wrong. Chokmah, Wisdom. Bina, Understanding. Chesed, Mercy. Deborah, Severity. Tifareth, Beauty. Netzach, Victory. Hod, Splendor. Yesod, Foundation. Malkuth, Kingdom. Da'ath, Knowledge. 11th Path, the Fool. 12th Path, the Magician. 13th Path, the High Priestess. 14th Path, the Empress. 15th Path, the Emperor. Ooh, this is so intriguing. 16th Path, the Hierophant. 17th Path, the Lovers. 18th Path, the Chariot. 19th Path, Strength / Lust. 20th Path, the Hermit. 21st Path, the Wheel of Fortune. 22nd Path, Justice / Adjustment. 23rd Path, the Hanged Man. 24th Path, Death. 25th Path, Art / Temperance. 26th Path, the Devil. 27th Path, the Tower. As you can see, these are the titles for the major arcana of the tarot. And 28th path, the star. 29th path, the moon. 30th path, the sun. 31st path, judgment / eon. 32nd path, the world / universe. All right, so this is so interesting. Wow, the more I look at this, I really want to get into it. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. They shuffle nicely. They don't stick together. I really feel like this deck has a lot to offer. It's different. It's intriguing. It has relationships to tarot and Kabbalah as well. So that is really, really cool. The deck shuffles nicely. So let's do a one-card reading and see what message Spirit has for us today. Spirit, what would you like to say to us through these cards today? Spirit, what would you like to say to us through these cards today? What do we need to think about? What do we need to know? Okay, and the card is Gabora, Severity. All right, so let me set this up a little higher so you can see it. Here is your card up close. And the keywords are might, discipline, and karma. Okay, so it's number 5. So number 5 might be an important number for you right now. Number 5 on the Tree of Life, Gabora is home to the Lords of Karma. The planet is Mars. You're operating on a soul level here, so the choices you make have far-reaching consequences. Okay, the card features a warrior queen ready for battle. She reminds you to choose your battles wisely, have the courage to keep moving forward, and when needed, go full She-Ra. Ha! Guidance. Do what you want. Oh, no, sorry. Do you want to get your Dragon Slayer on, ready to meet the demands of life with the ferocity of Mars at your back and a basilisk to the fore? External events can often make us feel like this, but do you know what you're fighting or even with? Or what you're fighting for or even with? When this card appears, you're being asked to be clear about what you want and the consequences of the actions you take, all of them. You're also being asked to put everything you've got into seeing something through gracefully. While your initial reaction may be to disregard the feelings of anyone who gets in your way, how will that feel further down the line? Grace isn't always something that comes wrapped in ribbons and bows. You can be graceful and courageous, assertive and loving. You could have let some karmic points in your life. No, you could have set some karmic points in your life that are now being activated. Remember, karma isn't only what happens to you, it's how you react to what happens to you. And this is to activate. There is something to be said for getting angry. It alerts you to a situation that doesn't suit you, and often it comes from patterns that are ancient, shared past lives even. Recognize what you're facing and decide on a course of action, even if that's taking none. All right, so decide on a course of action, even if it means taking no action. All right, that is really interesting. I think I'm going to really like this deck. It's going to, I'm going to take some time to investigate it, really get into it, read the guidebook, and I think it's going to be really cool. So this, again, is that was my review of The Tree of Life Oracle by David Wells with artwork by Roberta Orpwood. Now, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. Plus, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever new videos are released and you won't miss any. There are lots of different things on my channel related to metaphysics, tarot, oracle cards, and divination in general. There is a 10-lesson series on how to read tarot for beginners. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.